We're at Home Depot with one objective, to build a four-wheeler using parts we can only find in this store. We have 3 days to make this happen and a $500 budget, so let's get to shopping. The plan is to make a super simple four-wheeler, no suspension, single seater, kind of like this drawing. I know I suck at drawing, but I think you get the point. We just got back from Home Depot, and here's what we got. We got this gas-powered Ryobi pressure washer, some 2x4s, a post hole digger, these weird metal things, some nuts and bolts, screws, and these wagon wheels. We also picked up some paint to make this project to look a little cooler. To build the frame, we're gonna be using wood. Wood's used in houses, so I'd imagine we could build a four-wheeler out of it. Don't really know how it's gonna go. We're just gonna start cutting and slapping things together, see how it looks. Wow! It really is starting to look like a four-wheeler frame, dude.
It does. It looks like a frame.
Honestly, for our first four-wheeler build, this thing is starting to look pretty impressive, especially because it's made out of wood. Now we got to focus on the front steering. I think we're just going to use this 2x4, run it under the machine, build some steering components off of that using these weird metal things that we got at Home Depot. Don't even know what they're for. If you guys know what this is, please comment down below. But we'll basically take this 2x4, run it over here, take this, bolt it there, run a rod down through it, and make some go-kart steering. So the plan here is to take these weird metal things from Home Depot, bolt them on something like this, and then we'll have a connection to build steering off of. Okay, we've got our A-arms built. Now we've just got to figure out how to connect these wagon wheels to the four-wheeler, which should be pretty easy, but I did just realize that we haven't welded it all on this project, which is kind of insane.
We already have a frame and we haven't welded it all.
Got the whole frame built, dude.
Pretty crazy.
All right, let's get these wheels on. The spindles are made. Now we can just take them, slap them in here like that, and we'll have steering. We'll also have something to put the wheels onto. So we'll get these bolted down, then we can install our wheels. Oh!
Wow.
That is so premium.
It's like perfect.
I feel like this is gonna work so much better than our Harbor Freight go-kart.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like quality made.
This is way beefier.
They shouldn't be falling off.
Hopefully not.
No! No! Oh no!
All right, Will got these wheels put on, but the problem is it still doesn't steer. So we're gonna fix that. I'm envisioning this as our steering column. We'll drill a hole here, have it sit through here, connect some linkages to this, connect those to the wheels, and then we should have steering. Okay, the steering is done. I'll show you how it works. We have this steering rod here, goes down to this tab, connects to these two bars, to the wheels, and this is the best steering we've ever made. That's like simple, kind of complicated, but it works. Now that the steering is taken care of, we desperately need a seat on this thing because it is one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever been on. So we're gonna throw a seat on here, sand the wood down, and give it a nice fresh coat of paint.
For our seat, we're gonna use a slightly larger piece of wood, and then we're gonna go back after everything is painted and add a cushion to it. But it's a lot more comfortable than this skinny little 2x4. It is day 2 of the Home Depot four-wheeler build. We got the front wheels on, steering's done, frames painted. Now it's time for our engine, and for that, we're gonna be using this Ryobi pressure washer. Has a 212 in it, so let's open the box up and see what we're working with.
Okay.
Oh.
What are we looking at here?
A very large engine. I was not expecting it. I mean, it is just a 212 connected to a water pump, so we should be able to take everything off and simplify it a
Why
little
does
bit.
it look bigger?
I don't know. It looks giant, dude. I've actually been really wanting a pressure washer, and the first time we've bought one, we're tearing it apart and using it for a little Home Depot craft, but that's okay. We'll get one day. I think basically what we'll do is unbolt the platform that's on and just bolt it onto the four-wheeler.
Yeah, and
That's
slap the
the
engine
simplest
on.
way to go.
Yeah. That looks pretty normal to me.
Yeah, it's just a Predator 212. And we can keep this thing around and install it on one of our other engines, and we'll have the same dang thing. All right, let's see if this thing's gonna fit. Hopefully. I don't think we measured this at all, so it's just gonna be pure luck if this thing fits in there. Oh my, that is as close as it possibly can be. Wow. We can literally just wood screw this on too.
That looks so cool.
That looks awesome. It really makes this thing come to life. It actually looks like a vehicle now, not just like a wooden bench.
That's the easiest engine mount we've ever had to do.
Seriously, dude. 4 screws.
Screws into wood? Come on, dude.
Now that the engine's in, it's time to design some handlebars. I'm thinking we'll use this stuff off of the pressure washer, weld it here like this, cut there, angle these out. Should work perfectly.
Damn, that looks so cool.
That looks sick. Remember when we said we were gonna add a cushion to the seat? Well, we're doing exactly that by adding a Home Depot Husky knee pad to the wood to make this ride slightly more comfortable. Now that that's installed, let's move on to our axle.
We used the post hole digger as an axle in our last challenge video, and it worked super well. If you want to check out that video, it's linked right here. Now let's install this thing.
To get these wheels onto our axle, we're doing it in a little bit of a janky way. We pop the bearings out of the wheelbarrow tires. We've got this larger piece of metal. We're just gonna sleeve it over the axle, weld it onto here, jam it into there, weld it all together, and we'll be good to go. Tight fit.
Oh, you did not.
I did. Full contact, dude. This four-wheeler is looking sick. We just have to add our clutch. And I know you're asking, where did you get this clutch from? Home Depot. It's crazy, they sell them. They also sell car clutches and stuff, and that rear sprocket, which is super awesome for us because we don't have to do anything crafty to make this thing drive. This may be the longest chain we've ever had on a project, dude. If we don't have chain problems, I'm gonna be very surprised. Did we cut this right?
I don't know.
It looks so long.
We've gotten away with chain problems for a while now, but this could...
This one's pretty big. Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is absolutely crazy amount of chain.
That's kind of a scary amount of chain.
Yeah, if that whips off going like 40. Although this chain seems tight right now, it won't be once we start driving our 2x4 four-wheeler. So we decided to make a 2x4 chain tensioner as well, just to keep that thing on there. Because if it falls off, I could see some damage happening. That looks pretty good.
Not too bad.
While we were at it, we also went ahead and welded our sprocket to our Home Depot axle so it couldn't fly off.
The Home Depot four-wheeler is ready to roll. All it needs is some oil and gas, and we get to see how this thing rips.
They provided us with oil.
Oil and this nice little filter, or not filter.
Is that made out of paper?
Yes.
Gee,
It's
quality.
kind of like laminated though, that's nice.
All right, this thing is completely ready to go. We got oil, we got gas, we have compression, we have spark, and we have a wooden frame. Let's see how this thing starts.
Oh.
It should start right up.
Wait a sec.
What?
Wait a sec. We have to have one last finishing touch. Here, take this.
That?
I think it needs a little more personality, so I devised this little thing that we're gonna slip on.
Oh, like a front grill?
Gee! Okay, there we go.
Dude, that looks pimp. Let's get this thing started. I'm a little worried that the frame's made out of wood. I'm a little worried we put this thing together in a week. And I'm a little worried that we don't have brakes, but hopefully it's really fast, because if you're going fast, you really don't even need brakes. Flip this switch like that, chokes on. Should just start, right?
I mean, it's brand new. I don't see why not.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh. All right.
Okay. We don't have foot pegs, so the plan is you just gotta have your feet here, and if you need to stop, you use the old Flintstones. And it should probably stop. I'm all nervous, dude.
Don't go too fast, no brakes.
Oh.
That looks horrifying. It's turning really well. Oh my gosh.
That literally was quarter throttle.
Are you
Quarter throttle. And the feet brakes do not work at all. That is a very fast machine.
Does it coast fast? There's no engine braking?
No, there's no engine braking. It goes extremely quickly. The steering is jank as all devil. Like,
It looked like you were struggling to go straight.
it's hard to control, dude. But it feels like a four-wheeler. I'm just, at speed, I'm like pretty nervous, actually. This is way faster than the Harbor Freight go-kart. This
Really?
Probably gonna top out around 55.
No.
Yeah.
Stop that.
No, I'm not kidding you, bro.
That's way
it's
too fast.
incredibly fast. I never went to full throttle. Usually I'm always going to full throttle. But we removed the governor on the engine, so this thing's just a beast. Let's take it out on the open road and see how fast it can go. Just driving this four-wheeler over here, I can say it's one of the sketchiest projects Bum has ever made, which is saying a lot. It goes really fast. The steering's super jank. It has speed wobbles up the wazoo, but we're gonna try to do a speed run anyway. We've got the GPS, we've got a helmet, we're trying to be safe. I've got 3 hoodies on, so obviously I'm invincible. But we're gonna take this, go down the runway, see how fast we can go.
3, 2, 1, go! Dude, that looks fast.
It was fast and it was scary. I don't know, like, it feels like it has more torque. I feel like that's gonna be the major problem here for our top speed run, is I personally can't hold on.
You look fast, but I can hardly hear you coming. It's funny.
All
what
right,
do we have?
Let's see. 37 miles an hour.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. I mean, I'm sure we could probably eke out a little more power. That wasn't full throttle. I feel like we could probably make it to 40 miles an hour, but what makes it feel, you guys see right there, 37 miles an hour, pretty incredible. What it makes it feel so fast is you have this high center of gravity and so much torque. You're always accelerating, but you do hit this point where it kind of slows out. So I would say top speed, if we really hammered on this, would probably be 40 miles an hour in a perfect world, but it's just too dangerous. And this is a four-wheeler. It's not really meant for top speeds. It's meant to do burnouts, wheelies, and a whole bunch of other fun things. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Before I absolutely destroy this thing, you gotta take this for a rip, Taylor.
Please.
We did a good job. I'm actually really happy with this project. It looks like a little Banshee made out of wood.
It's so cool.
It spins the rear wheels. Doesn't steer very well, but...
Is this our first machine that will do like a burnout maybe?
Possibly. I mean, when I took off on that speed run,
Yeah.
it spun.
It roasted them.
Start it up, dude.
Dude, I can't believe you went 40 miles an hour on this.
It's pretty sketchy with the steering, isn't it?
The steering is horrible.
It like wiggles and tries to throw you off.
It does donuts though, like profusely.
Well, that is it for the Home Depot four-wheeler build. I think this thing crushed it. We can do spinner wheelies. We can kind of do wheelies. We just don't have a rear brake. Chain doesn't even really fall off that much. We hit 37 miles an hour. Dropped it a couple of times. We did do a little damage to the wooden frame. It wiggles, but this is good to drive home, which is all we could ask for. If you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for helping us hit 100K. If you want to see more challenge videos like this, let us know down in the comments.